No, I don't think so. I don't think Texas MSPs are charging enough for their services anymore. The industry has changed completely. This day and age, we have to have a massive stack of software, monitoring tools, backups, and et cetera, to be able to keep our clients secure and their data secure. That software has gone not only up in price, but we have to have more of it to be able to have a good mix of security for our clients. With that said, these companies that provide the software to us often want a multi-year contract, which is also sometimes very difficult to have, because if, say, you lose one client and you purchased, 100 licenses, and you lost a client that had 30 employees, you're stuck with those licenses for 3 years, for example. With that said, also the economy has changed, inflation has gone up. So I believe that for us to remain competitive as an industry, we should be charging accordingly. Also, we now have to have insurance in our businesses that perhaps before we didn't have to have as much. So those things require us to charge more money for our services. Absolutely, my Microsoft certifications in the past have saved the day. My certifications plus my years of experience opened many doors in jobs before. Before I was the chief geek officer and president of Blanco I.T, I would go and send my resume with my certifications over to HR, and that got me through and got me an interview. So in that sense, Microsoft certifications absolutely saved the day. I believe there's things that MSPs are doing or not doing that they should be doing more often. I can't tell you how many times we have shown up to a new client that have signed with us. We get there and servers are not patched, servers don't have firmware updates, the network equipment is super old, and you find all these security holes in there. One thing is to be able to get a client and go month to month with them and just make sure that you protect them, repair things, etc. But you cannot leave these things unattended, because those are holes that open up in that network that could cost the client thousands of dollars in damages. So it is important that we're always very cognizant on holistically looking at a network, holistically looking at a client, and ensuring that they are fully protected, fully patched, and everything is tip shape. Now, one thing that I know it's a challenge for us is that we go to clients and tell them, hey, that access point that you bought 5 years ago is no longer under warranty, is no longer supported. And explaining that to a client is difficult, because they spent, $500, $800 on an access point, and they think that thing should last 10 years. And the reality is that in the industry, that doesn't exist anymore. Things don't last that long. They can operate, but if you don't have firmware updates for that, for example, it's like having a really nice door protecting your home, and you have a super duper alarm and all these cameras, and you leave a window open. It just doesn't work out. So that's one thing that I think MSPs should do more often and shouldn't delay.